Alright guys, we're back to Aokana. Last time, well, we decided to be the coach, or yeah, second in command, basically, of the FC club. And since he's pretty much gonna be in charge, he decided to have a bit of a match, practice match. That way, Asuka can at least learn a few of the pointers of what it is. Terminology, I guess. Well, let's continue with the story. Means I can press fly over the fence. There's a steep cliff a couple of meters beyond it, and then the ocean. FC takes place in the sky, which means you can do it anywhere. Shito City is surrounded by the ocean, so that became the natural playing ground in our area. Plus, it's technically safer when there's water beneath you instead of a solid ground, though modern grab shooters have a ton of fail-safes that make getting injured from a fault impossible.
Hi, 質問です。ファーストって何ですか?
Yep, I want to know that too. The first boy, see those four in the sky? It's starting clockwise from the first, it's second and third and fourth. Simple, right?
はい、わかりやすいです。
The line that connects the first to second is called the first line. It's followed by the second, third, and fourth line. The square that these four lines form is called the field. Okay.
空中の正方形で試合をするわけですね。
So you cannot go outside the field? Is that what it is? Exactly. I'm sure you already understand, but FC is a sport where you're gonna have to follow those lines to fly around the square.
ということは、ファーストからセカンドを目指して、サード、フォースと来て。
At that point, you head back to first, and you keep flying around and around until time runs out. Depending how a match is going, you can also choose to stop or move back and forth on a line, but you can't ever move back a line. Okay?
ファーストラインからコースラインに移動しちゃダメです。ということですね。
Bingo. I look up and confirm Misaki and Press have positioned themselves at first. Oh yeah, I see them. Wow, they're really far away. And speak through the headset. Start on my signal, and remember, show us how a speeder wins the match first.
任せとけ!
Oh, that's a good visual right there. They're both flying next to each other. Why are they smiling? They're supposed to be going against each other. Oh well, it is what it is.
Okay.
It is time. Ready, set, go. Press leans his body forward and flies off towards second, running along the first line. Okay, so that's what... You aren't allowed to touch your opponent until someone reaches second, making it a pure contest of speed. The one who touches second first scores 1 point. Okay.
どうしてタッチ禁止なんですか?
Please explain. Okay. Wow, that's a diagraph. Fighters have explosive starts and worse acceleration. On the other hand, speeders start off slow but accelerate quickly. Since both start flying at the same time, a fighter can easily stop a speeder early and make the match one-sided. Okay, these are the all-rounders. Speeders, of course. And then, yeah, okay. Interesting.
一方的な展開。つまり、お互いが静止した状態だと、ファイターの方がポイントを取りやすい。ということですか?
Correct, but the opposite is also true. Speeders have the advantage as long as they keep moving.
あれれ? み 美咲ちゃんが脇道にそれちゃってますけど。
Yeah, you saw her falling around. Oh, okay, so she's going somewhere else? Basically, casually floats off toward the center of the second line, leaving the ring behind, sorry. It's not a ring, but I get it.
あれは危険ですか？私が応援してるんですから、美咲先輩は危険なんかしませんよ。
I forgot you were here too. Yeah, the whole club is here. You know, I could totally see that happening, but that's not the case here. She's just taking a shortcut.
ショートカットですか？
Wait. Okay, so she doesn't have to touch the boy. Okay, I'm sorry to have it. Okay, you're allowed to give up on the boy to jump forward. Yeah, otherwise the players who's fastest will always win. Good point. Oh, I see. I see. So you can give up a boy. One, I'm guessing. If they're saying a boy, that means only one. You're not allowed to like skip multiple ones.
あ、そっか。ぐるぐる回るわけですから、速い人に追いつけなかったらそれで終わりですね。
Okay, so I guess they make it easier for others
いろいろ
too.
と難しいです。
But wouldn't he be able to do the same thing and just go the other way? Oh yeah, but it's distance. True, I get it. It really isn't. No touching on the first line at the start of the match. You can give up on getting a buoy and jump to the next line. That's it. The rest is simple.
わかりました。明日までに頭に叩き込んでおきます。
Today, it's easy. Now watch, things are getting interesting. I mean, it started. Okay, so he touched it, he made it. That took like several minutes. I mean, we haven't gotten the dimensions of the actual field, right? Like the distance between each other, like how many meters?
あ、V を触ったから部長に1点ですね。
True.
兄ちゃん頑張れ。
Proceeds to climb upward but at a diagonal angle.
見間違いかもしれませんけど、部長が V に触れた時、不自然に速くなりませんでしたか？
Good catch. I explained that the buoys use anti-gravity to float, didn't I? Well, anti-gravity fields repel each other, not just gravity. Using that propulsion to accelerate is basis of escape technique. Okay. Good point. So you touch one and you get repelled. You look happy, man.
どうぞ。
Interesting that both of you are flying with your eyes closed. Press. Man, that's a good shot. Wait. Was she taking a shortcut? Oh, so she already made it to that one? You see, I'm confused now. Because she seems to be coming towards him, not away. Okay. Press descends diagonally from his elevated position. Like I expected, he moves oddly when he turns due to his shoes' specs, making his speed drop somewhat. Misaki, who positions herself at the center of the second line, slowly moves to the intersection. Oh, I get it. So he's, she's trying to block him. However, before she manages to reach him, Press blows by at terrifying speeds.
ポイントを見誤ってしまった。スピードに乗っている相手を止めるのはなんて難しいんだ。次の V へのタッチを放棄して隣のラインへ移動しなくては。
She's playing around. Thanks for the explanation. Press shakes off Misaki again on the third line and touches the buoy. That brings the score to 3-0.
うわー、スピードに翻弄されて何もできないよ。ゴテゴテになってしまう。
She's playing around. Yeah, it's obvious that she's just... Maybe that's one of the reasons she's just flying with her eyes closed. Makes a lot of sense. Both are with their eyes closed. I mean, if you're in the air, it would probably be annoying to have your eyes open, right? Yeah, but let's not go into technicalities here, huh?
分かってきました。スピーダーは待ち構える相手をスピードで振り切ってポイントをゲットしていくわけですね。
Right now, he's just breaking through the speed alone. However, in a real match, he'll use a small feints to throw off his opponent, or at least I hope he will. Good point. He's pretty fast, but that only get him so far. He can just try to bulldoze over and over.
兄ちゃんまっすぐな性格だからフェイントとか下手そう
Right, I can totally see him going a real man faces his opponents head on. Essentially, speeders use speed to get up the upper hand in the match.
わかりました
Press, slow down. It's time for you guys to show how fighters win matches. Keep going, no need to restart.
わかったぜ。
了解バチバチやっちゃうよ
So now you open your eyes. So were you just playing around? See, I'm confused now. I know it's supposed to be a practice match or an exhibition match. I'm not even close to that. It's just a demonstration. Demonstration, yeah. That's what it is. Isn't that what an exhibition is? I suppose. Okay, so that's where they are. Misaki arrives at the center of the fourth line, and after that she starts flying in small circles as she waiting for press. So this guy just got deflected, and she's spinning in circles, okay? Not like I doubt her, but seeing her circling makes it clear that she has actual experience.
美咲ちゃんは何をしてるんですか
Circling. Fighters have a good initial velocity and poor acceleration, which is why she has to keep herself moving. Momentum is a big deal, basically.
そうですか
I'll give you an example. It's easier to ride a bike uphill if you're already moving, right? Yes.
それは動いてる自転車ですねあ美咲ちゃんが動いているのはそういうことですか
Yeah, if a fighter is up against another fighter, then there are advantages to staying still, but all press is making his move.
前から急降下で V を狙うつもりでしょうか
Sure seems like it. When you approach a boy directly, it's fairly easy for your opponent to read the exact spot you're going to pass through and stop you. He must be trying to keep it simple to help my lesson. Yeah, that has to be it.
そりゃ
What is this? Misaki obstructs presses fast.
先回りして頭を押さえますよ
She sends both her hands towards press. That's not what she's really doing in the picture, but okay. Seemingly trying to block him in the most literal sense of the word. And whoa, okay. A son of electro discharge fills the air.
おっとだ
Both of them are thrown back a good 5 meters.
美咲先輩大丈夫ですか
Misaki immediately recovers and waves at Mashiro.
大丈夫大丈夫こんなので驚いてたら FC はできないよコーチ今のは
I think it has something to do with the... Let him explain, because I have a theory what it is. But yeah, of course, the repel, yeah, that's what it was. I had a feeling it was that. Like explained earlier, anti-gravity fields repel each other, and so when two players clash, well, you can see the results of yourself.
美咲ちゃんは自分からぶつかりに行きましたよね今のは得点になるんですか
No, she did that to suppress. Speeders have poor initial velocity, remember? That means they take longer to recover from getting knocked off balance. Fighters, on the other hand, have good initial velocity, so they recover quickly, and because of that, fighters tend to gain the upper hand after a clash. That said, she didn't touch his back there, which means she has yet to score a point.
もう一回
Okay, so they're just going back and forth at it? That's interesting. More like she's doing it, because he has lag time. Yeah, Misaki goes in for another clash. Poor guy. things get interesting after fighter skills. Sorry. After a fighter kills their opponent's speed through clashes.
まずは1点と。
Wait, that's one. Whoa, that's one close up. That's scary. Misaki nimbly maneuvers behind press and touches his back. Nice. The moment Misaki touches hand touches his back, a triangle-shaped yellow light appears. Does that happen every time? And with that, she scores her first point. The light you just saw is called a point field. It appears when the player scores a point in a dogfight.
佐藤院さんとの対戦でも見ました。さっきのコントレイルと同じで、見ている人に分かりやすくするためのものなんですね。
True. Yep. It's another feature of FC grab shoes, so those are only for the flying circus thing. So the regular grab shoes don't do that. Another clash resounds as they both get thrown into the opposite directions. This is where the match really begins for fighters.
ここからがですか?
Think about it. When a clash happens, each person is gets thrown into opposite directions. You can use that to slow your opponent down or force them to play your game, but you can also speed them up by mistake. I push my right hand's palm with my left hand to illustrate my point. If you push them in the wrong direction, you just end up helping them.
なるほど。
Good point. I mean, it is 3 dimensions after all. What that means, when you're in a precious position, you're trying to force your opponent to push you toward the next blow, even if that means letting them score. The speeder can use the repulsion to make up for their slow initial velocity.
なるほど。知能犯ですね。
I get what you mean, but why it's a crime? Misaki, on the other hand, wants to push him away from the next bully. If she can keep holding him back, she'll have the time to score multiple points in a row.
そこに駆け引きがあるんですね。
That's right. And since we're trying to show you how fighters win their matches...
2点目。
Misaki gets behind press again and touches him in a way that sends him flying towards the water surface. Wow, she's trying to...
美咲先輩、かっこいい。
I mean, how far high are they? You can see that press is slow to crawl, yeah. Once you're in a situation as speeder, things get tough.
部長はどうすればいいんですか?
There are a few options. You could try to get far enough away from Misaki to start acceleration again, or position yourself to get pushed toward the next buoy, or go for a surprise attack and touch her back.
部長が美咲ちゃんの背中を? でもさっきはスピーダーの人は相手の背中を狙わないって。
Generally speaking, they don't. Spheres are at a disadvantage in dogfights, but as the saying goes, desperate times call for desperate measures. If they're stuck in the place and need points, then sometimes they'll go for their opponent's back instead of the next buoy.
奥が深いです。V を狙うか背中を狙うかで試合展開が違ってくるんですね。
We've got a speeder and a fighter right now, which is why there's such a clear division of who's going for what. If you have an all-rounder up against another all-rounder, it's a lot more unpredictable.
複雑になりそうです。
I mean, it must be. I wonder if there's team fights too. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, is it always one-on-one? Or could it be like teams, like 2-on-2, 3-on-3? Like with a bigger field? And once in a while, you have 2 speeders up against each other. Matches turn into races, basically.
それはそれで見てみたいです。
Like who gets there faster? Yeah, that's actually kind of fun. On the other hand, fighters versus fighters usually end up being an all-out brawl. You get matches where skywalkers never even move past the second line.
はあ、同じルールでやっているスポーツなのにいろんな展開があるんですね。
Yeah, that's what makes FC so fun, I guess. I guess. FC is fun? What the hell is wrong with me?
どうかしましたか?
Nothing. Well, I guess that's enough for you now. Hey, You too. Let's call it a...
4軒目イエーイ
Leave him alone, Misaki. Poor guy, you're gonna drown him. Hey, don't get carried away and fully pressed. The match is over. Misaki goes flying down towards me.
ねえどうだった少しは役立ったかな
You abused press. That's not cool.
実際に試合を見てますます興味を持ちました。かっこよかったです。はいはい分かったから抱きつかないように。
Well, at least you're smiling.
兄ちゃん妹の顔を無言で見つめない方がいいよ。絶対に抱きついたりとかしないし。模擬試合としては良かったんじゃない？
He hasn't even opened his eyes yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it open his eyes at all.
まあそういうことだ。これからどんどん頑張っていこうではないか。
Let's do our best to get better.
コーチ早速練習をしましょう。
Wait,
私
what?
飛びたいです。
But I just show you something. Demonstration. How long did that match lasted? Well, I mean, my recording has been for about 20 minutes, so I'm guessing that's how long the match lasted. Is there a time limit? See, those are things that weren't explained carefully. I know you're supposed to get the most points, but there's a time limit. And I think it was mentioned in the previous match with Asuka and the other girl. But I don't remember. Yeah, and that was not even an official match anyways. No. Those eyes of disappointment. Oh wow. I was not expecting him to say no.
ダメってどうしてですか？アスカちゃんあれだよ。サディスティックなコーチの片鱗を見せてるわけだよ。あ、なるほど。そういうことでしたか。
I don't think he was kidding.
そういうのって放置プレイというんでしたっけ？
Quit talking nonsense. FC crashes are pretty different from your civilian ones, so it's better to wait until you have the right equipment. Don't want you developing any bad habits, understand?
そういうことでしたか。じゃあ今から買いに行きましょう。
And we can buy them online. We don't have to go to the shopping district. Then again, at least in this current time, in real life, there isn't much shopping going down right now. It's kind of late for that now. We'll go tomorrow. Why are you shaking? Stop. Stop shaking.
どうしたアスカ？
And she's about to explode or something.
引きつけでも起こしましたか？
Is she gonna like scream at me? That's not nice. Don't do that, Asuka.
違います。明日がとっても楽しみなんです。
Oh, well, I mean, Asuka says with sparkling eyes. Man, that's actually kind of creepy. But maybe, just maybe, oh, you're looking back into the past. I had the same look in my eyes when I first started.
マネージャーから質問があります。
Yes.
正式に部になったからには部室はもらえるのかな？
Good point. Or is our club room outside? I mean, I guess we should.
いや、それは無理だ。
Wait, what?
無理なんですか？
物理的に無理だ。部室は全て埋まっているんだ。部室待ちの部は多いからな。一度奪われた部室はそう簡単には帰ってこない。
So what do we do then? What you said was a lot longer than what was said here. Yeah. Anyways, so what do we do then? Are we gonna have to go to someone's house? Where did you find a cardboard box with crashes then?
これは の用具入れのプレハブで発見してきたんだよ。
Tool shed. Is that the club room?
ではプレハブ小屋を掃除して部室にしてはどうでしょうか。
I mean, if I don't know where the tool shed is, but I'm guessing it's away from the main building, so it makes it easier since the FC club is meant to be an outdoor thing. Yeah.
それは無理じゃないかな。他の部も使ってるし、体育の時間に使う用具も入ってるし。
That idea is scrapped already. Dang it, Madoka.
でも部室がないと不便だね。真面目にやるなら練習用のユニフォームとか着た方がいいし。更衣室は体育館ですから、そこで着替えてこっちまで来るのって微妙に面倒ですしね。
I guess we can fly there.
着替えた方がいいんですか？
Oh, isn't it obvious? Flight suits help stabilize anti-gravitons, so they're an FC staple. We can't disregard safety.
着替えはともかくとして、部を真面目にするなら備品を置いておける場所とかミーティングできる場所があった方が良くないかな。
What kind of meetings are we gonna have? Well, anyways, yeah, but that's true. But if there are no rooms, then what the heck are we supposed to do then? Borrow a room or just do it outside? But they have a point too, like to getting the equipment and like changing and stuff like that. You need a room or nearby room, I guess. True. Would feel pretty awkward wearing flight suits in the whole classroom. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Plus, a club room would give us a private space we need to talk freely.
そういえばさっき飛んできた時、崖の真ん中あたりに小屋みたいのがあった気がするんだけど。
So we're gonna have a club outside? Hide in the middle of a cliff? I've never flown beyond the fence since there's nothing there beside the ocean. I know there's a steep cliff too, but I've never actually seen it myself.
ああ、あれか。あれなら物質の代わりになるかもしれないな。
Explain. You guys are not explaining what you guys are thinking.
あれって何ですか？
Shit beats me.
昔、海沿いに島を一周できる周回道路があったんだよ。ここの崖の真ん中にもその道路が通ってたんだ。
そういえばおばあちゃんからそういう話を聞いたことがあったかも。
今島の中央を通る道路ができたから、海に自動車が転落しそうな周回道路は部分で廃道になったんだ。
Still is, actually. Unless you have like some sort of there's also rock slides and stuff like that. Yeah, it is dangerous. I've heard that before. An old man of my grandmother was talking about how the new roads are way safer and far more convenient. So what's the hut there?
バスだ。
A bus? Oh.
自動車の？
Oh, so that's the bus that we saw in the preview of the episode that was supposed to start. Yeah, I saw it. I remember. It's been a while, but yeah. Okay, so
楽器のバスにしては大きすぎたかな。
Airbus.
俺も詳しく知ってるわけじゃないが、バス会社が赤字経営で使わない道なら廃バスを放置してもいいだろうということらしい。わか
りました。そのバスを部室にすればいいわけですね。
We've been allowed to do that.
いいと思うな。崖の真ん中でグラシを履いてないといけない場所だから FC 部っぽいと思う。早速行ってみましょうよ。
Do we need to get a permission? Look of great confidence surfaces on Madoka's face.
絶対に誰も使ってないんだから大丈夫じゃないかな。軽く先生に聞いて問題がありそうだったらこっそり部室にしちゃえばいいよ。
That girl's pretty sly. Guess we might as well take a look.
行きましょう。
Okay. So they just teletransported themselves. They flew over here to the old bus. And you can fix it and sell it. Probably. Well, I'm gonna stop the video right here. So that was fun. We got a little bit of an introduction of how the FC match works between, you know, all-rounders, fighters, and speeders, and their advantages and disadvantages. And now we're gonna look for a club room, which apparently is gonna be this bus. Does it have seats in it? I know in the preview we saw earlier the inside of the bus, but I don't know if it had any of the seats or not. Maybe they're already taken out or something. Well, I guess we'll find out next time. Well, anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one.